Astronomers didn't panic when Oumuamua passed by. They argued, they speculated, they wrote papers, but they didn't panic. This time feels different because what entered our solar system in early 2025 isn't just strange, it isn't just unexplained, it's wrong. 3I Atlas, only the third confirmed interstellar object in human history, is behaving in ways nature shouldn't allow. And every day, new data pushes scientists closer to a single disturbing question. What if we're not observing a rock from another star system? Just verified physics-breaking observations that have left NASA, Harvard, ESA, and global observatories whispering the same fear. This thing isn't acting like a comet. And NASA's silence, it's starting to feel less like science and more like strategy. The Atlas Survey Telescope in Hawaii first detected it, a dark, elongated body hurtling toward the sun at over 82,000 miles per hour, moving in a trajectory so precisely aligned with the ecliptic plane that one astronomer joked, either it got unbelievably lucky, or was it aiming? Probability of such an alignment by chance? Roughly 1 in 600, not impossible, but strange enough to spark attention. Soon, more telescopes locked on – Chile, Spain, Japan, NASA's deep space assets. Everyone noticed the same bizarre thing. It was stable, too stable. Natural comets wobble as they vent gas. This one didn't even twitch. Then came the chemistry. Spectral readings picked up a heavy metal vapor trail – nickel. But not normal nickel, refined nickel compounds without iron, releasing grams per second in a perfectly steady plume. That cannot happen naturally. Every comet we've ever studied, every meteor, asteroid, and interstellar visitor contains nickel and iron together, formed in violent cosmic birth environments. So, where was the iron? Why was this object manufacturing pure nickel vapors that only appear in industrial metallurgy and advanced alloy production? Harvard's Avi Loeb didn't mince words. This signature does not match known astrophysical processes, which means that whatever's happening on 3I Atlas, it isn't explained by comets, planets, or stars. The comets behave like dirty snowballs in space. They leak gas, they tumble, they drift, they lose mass and momentum. But this thing, it vents material without deviating from its path. If a natural comet did this, it would tumble like a drunk satellite. Instead, 3I Atlas is holding a course so precise that orbital analysts compared it not to a natural wanderer, but to controlled flight. Not acceleration, that would be obvious, but micro-corrections, subtle, deliberate, as if it knows where it's going, or as if something inside is stabilizing it like a spacecraft running silent guidance algorithms. We've seen gravity-shaped trajectories, we've seen radiation pressure nudge objects, but nothing in nature keeps a perfect heading while bleeding matter into space. This isn't random cosmic ice, it behaves more like a machine that refuses to drift off mission. And every second it doesn't wobble, every moment the coma jets fire, yet the path stays razor straight. The possibility grows that we are not witnessing nature, we are witnessing engineering. We're taught comets are clumsy travelers, but this one, it feels like it's following instructions. And that chills astronomers far more than any unknown rock ever could. And then there's another thing, silence. NASA went quiet after the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter captured the closest images ever taken of an interstellar visitor. Images that by every scientific norm should have been analyzed, published, debated, torn apart, and archived by now. Instead, processing delays, technical review, government scheduling complications. Meanwhile, ESA researchers whispered impatience. A former NASA communicator stated plainly, "There's no technical reason for this delay." Scientists don't fear unknowns, they live inside them. But silence? That's different. Silence suggests something worth withholding, something that doesn't fit the press release playbook, something someone needs time to frame, control, sanitize. Because when agencies speak less, people think more. And the timing, right after the best data ever captured, is no accident. One fact stands alone like a whisper behind a closed door. NASA talks loudest when it understands and whispers only when it doesn't, or doesn't want us to. That's when curiosity becomes concern. That's when space science begins to look like space strategy, and the public starts asking uncomfortable questions. Questions that suddenly stop being academic and start becoming urgent. The timing, too, is suspicious. 3i Atlas vanished behind the sun at the exact moment its behavior shifted most dramatically. The perfect blind spot. Nobody could watch it. No civilian telescope, no amateur astronomer. And during that blackout, plume activity spiked, trajectory math bent, and energy signatures flickered in ways no comet should mimic. When it re-emerged, NASA wasn't simply watching. It had quietly mobilized defense-linked tracking systems usually reserved for classified threats, not icy wanderers. Science doesn't reroute military sensors for a harmless space snowball. That level of attention means something else entered the equation. Uncertainty mixed with caution, maybe even fear. And remember, behind the sun is where signals vanish, where secrets hide, where maneuvering goes unseen. If you wanted to change direction without witnesses, that's the stage you choose. And when it came back into view, it wasn't where some predicted it would appear. Not dramatically off, not enough to spark headlines, but enough to trigger whispers among those who run orbital models professionally. Coincidence? Coincidences don't file flight paths. They accumulate, they form patterns, they tell stories you aren't supposed to hear. It appeared like a harmless visitor from another star, yet every measurement whispered something stranger. Precise alignment with the solar plane. That almost never happens naturally. Motion changing without chaos or visible force. Nickel vapor detected, but no iron. A chemical pairing that should not exist in nature. A comet losing mass but somehow staying perfectly stable. Then it slipped behind the sun, and the data stream dipped into silence. One anomaly is curiosity, two is coincidence, but this many all lined up, calm and controlled, begins to look like intention. Natural objects break and scatter and tumble with messy physics. This thing behaved like it was obeying design, the kind of discipline you see in engineered systems built to stay unnoticed. If nature created this object, then nature just rewrote astrophysics. And here's the part no one wants to say out loud. The universe does not do stealth, but machines can, missions can, purpose can. Something else, though, is even stranger. Most interstellar objects fly through and disappear forever. Oumuamua did, Borisov did, but 3i Atlas may not. Its speed hints at a slow, gradual braking. Tiny, precise, almost intentional. If projections hold, it won't leave. It'll stay, the first interstellar object to remain in our solar system. And if you wanted to study a star quietly, if you wanted to observe planets without being seen, you wouldn't crash into the sun, you wouldn't slingshot away, you would slow down, glide, settle into a long, patient orbit where cameras don't point often, where radio dishes rarely listen. Could it be coincidence? Maybe. The universe has coincidences, but precision leaves fingerprints. It looks like orbital planning. It looks like a mission, a cosmic visitor, or a cosmic listener. People ask, if it's intelligent, why won't it answer us? We sent signals, aim, broadcast, wait. Nothing. No echo, no pulse, just silence. But advanced technology would not shout across the void. It would not blink like a lighthouse. It would not reveal itself to a young, unpredictable species. And if it transmitted anything, it might not use radio. It might use physics we do not understand yet. Our radio listening history is barely 100 years old. The universe has been communicating for billions. NASA speaks carefully, calm language, measured tone. They never jump. They never speculate in public. But behind closed doors, the mood is different. Not panic, but caution sharpened to a blade. Not fear of aliens, but fear of misunderstanding. Because right now, there are only two options left. Either this is a natural object that violates known physics, or it's something else, something built, something sent, something with a reason to come here. And neither explanation feels safe to announce. So, the official line stays steady. We are studying it, but what that really means is we do not know, and the truth is heavier than silence. Soon, 3i Atlas will emerge from behind the sun, and when it does, the world of science holds its breath. James Webb is ready to stare, Subaru and ESO telescopes will track, defense sensors will monitor in silence, and if the spectral signatures stay odd, if the motion stays steady and controlled, if surface imaging ever leaks and shows geometry instead of rock, then astronomy won't just update textbooks, civilization will shift. Because the question will not be, are we alone? It will become, what do they want? For now, 3i Atlas floats beyond the sun like a ghost, carrying chemistry no comet should hold. Maybe it is natural, maybe it's debris from a collapsed world, or maybe it's something crafted, something ancient. Whatever the answer, the universe just handed us a gentle warning. We are not experts in this cosmos, we are beginners in the dark. And the sky still has mysteries it whispers, not shouts. So, look up, stay curious, and don't forget to like and subscribe, because objects like this do not wander by mistake, and for the first time, it feels like humanity was not just watching the universe, it feels like the universe noticed us back.